and hi, Kalina. All right, so for those that were on, well, it was really just club members because I all of this stuff. I was already a little behind schedule with posting things, and so the black fun with black tiles class was essentially just our club members. Another advantage to being in the Tangle Addicts membership club, because that way, if I don't have time to post it elsewhere, you know you're not missing out on anything. Um, and I had an idea of what I was going to do today, and then I changed my mind. So we still have the red carpet, yes, but and let me get that up there. Oh, that's what I needed to do. Ay, not that one. This one. I should show the other first. That would be nice. I have too many boxes open.
I
Then
have
I get
some
lost
prep
in it.
tiles in case it looks like it would be better on a prep tile.
Oh, I just yeah, always being prepared. Okay, let me share my screen. And all right.
Allie's still drumming.
All right,
Uh,
drumming over.
uh,
We are going to do Twi-Cubed by our Joe Lupo. There
oh, I
is
thought it looked familiar.
a,
Hmm.
um so yeah, so I thought, oh, and there's some other ones that I that are still on, not on purpose on a back burner, but yeah, one of those where I have to have definite plans and stuff in my head, and sometimes it doesn't all line up. So this is Joe's sample for Twi-Cubed, and then here is his step out. Now here's, so just to let y'all know, so here's what, because I was almost going to do this last night and I thought, oh no, I don't want to, because I like surprises, because it's fun. um wait, don't worry. What? Who's worrying? I see the shut the front door
No,
from
yeah,
Joe.
so yeah.
I said, then I'm saying
Joe
don't, yeah.
said, "Shut the front
Oh,
door."
I
Allie's saying, "My front door is shut, so not to worry."
I get it now. I'm being slow. All right, so here is Joe's step out. And so what I was gonna do last, I was gonna do because this is it's essentially it's a tangulation on um wait, hold on. Betwined, which I don't have theirs up, but I will put here's I was gonna do this last night for the daily tangle, and then oh surprise, we're gonna do it, we'll do the tangulation. And then I thought, no, that'll give it away. So I'm gonna do tonight, or the daily tangle technically for tomorrow, I guess it would be. I get confused because I do it tonight. Will be betwined, and then the day after will be oh man, this is a Twi-Cubed. Ah, and I can't even say tongue twister. It was coming out all sideways. All right, so to start off with, now the I decided to do for betwined, I decided to make it as a fragment, just so you know, for just so you can see it easy and not be kind of eyeball confused. So we start off, and I want to grab this other. Okay, this is my version of. Okay, so really, betwined is exactly what Joe has at the beginning. So we'll just look at his, but the others are just for your reference. And I want to give you that heads up just so that way you know. Okay. So in your grid pattern, however you're gonna, make your grid, diagonal line, and it doesn't matter which direction you start, just continue to go with that direction. This is not one though. So while it could be treated like a fragment, it's not necessarily, although that could be fun uh to flip up these sides and see. Oh, then you just end up with different ones on the front. So anyway, diagonal line in one direction, and then this is kind of just like a big curved line, or a shallow curve, we could say, sort of halaba or aura-ing that beginning line on either side. And then the opposite diagonal, we're going to hollow out underneath this. And this is why I ask if we have anyone new. If we do, and you're just joining us, let me know in the chat. That way, because I tend to explain as I'm drawing anyway, but I just want to make sure to bring you along with us. So we'll draw that line underneath this one, and the same idea. It's essentially we're doing step 1 and 2 underneath, what we've created here. Next is, now this one, and it was funny. Let's go back to Joe's sample, because I was first thinking, oh, I'll do it in for just the one box and put a line here and fill it in. But I'm like, oh no, that's not going to work. So what you really have to do is, once you have everything done, that last step, you find an well, and honestly, it doesn't matter which X, but we find here where there's the X, and then you're going to put a box underneath that X, and then skip an X, and then like that. So if you're doing it in a larger grid like this, so the way I was setting out to do it initially would not have worked to get this effect. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, and like I said, this one you do everything in the same direction, and it's all good. Oh, did I not put that in there? I thought I did. Okay, and here that's Joe's. And then this is mine, as if it helps any. I don't think it does. Joe did a fantastic job. Everybody always does. Right. And you say you don't really need the betwined one. I just wanted to give you the heads up that that's what I'm going to do for our daily tangle. We're going to split it up into 2. Oh, I think I'll work on the gray. Oh, maybe I'm no. Maybe I'm feeling in a Delphi type mood, but maybe not. Maybe a different color. And maybe, oh, there, okay. I don't know. I think I'm getting to your idea, Mom. I'm starting with a little bit thicker pen. Actually, I'm going to go with the PN. Oh, okay. Thank you, Allie. Oh, I sent Joe's, but not mine. Okay. Well, and it's hard to tell because when I'm doing it, both of them say Tangle Addicts. So I do try to put, make it a little bit different. Oh, I think I'm gonna add some specialness to the outside. So I'm coming in a bit. At least that's what I'm thinking at the moment. We shall see. All right. And oh, what the heck? Let's do
Make it hard on yourself, Heather.
Yeah, let me make it hard on this. Although I don't know if it'll make. If I do, I was thinking I'll do a 9 square. See, the Mom's already done. Well, you know what though? It doesn't mean you can't do it twice. I'll just do a 4 square.
I'm not done. I just have the basic part done. I plan to do a lot of coloring, so I wanted to get a head start.
Oh, there we go. Okay. And like I said, it's not necessarily going to matter which direction you start with. I keep wanting to start on the other. Actually, on my betwined the step out, I flipped it because I want to go this way. And I wasn't even thinking. I was just kind of, I guess, in the moment or something. And I'm like, oh, well, look at it. So on my step out, I put, and I flipped it. Because I wasn't about to go and change it. All right. So like I said, on that step 2, I was just thinking of it as a shallow C-shaped curve line like that on either side. And actually, what's nice is Just do the same side every time. Didn't I say something about color? I did. Ugh. Well, I still can add color on this tone tile and use the white, which will be nice. And okay. Oh, well, Jen, we're glad you're here. The step outs aren't too far up. We're red carpeting it today. Introducing Joe's Twi-Cubed, which is essentially a tangulation on betwined. All right, now, in case we have new folks and you were shy and you didn't say that you were new. The hollow bow is just we're drawing under here, so we won't cross that line over. You just when you meet a line, you pick up your pen and travel it over, put it down on the other side, and continue on. And part of my brain is thinking, "Oh well, Joyce, we're not sorry you're late. We're glad you're here." So what's nice is when you get the one side done. So like here, starting that really the C shape that we're gonna do underneath this part, right where that one picks up. So that way, then you looks like you have some like look at they're connected. Isn't that nice? And I for whatever well no this one I guess I can draw towards me. The only challenge I end up giving myself is when I'm doing it in a direction that my hand doesn't want to go. So like sometimes I want to draw towards me, sometimes I want to draw away from me. I guess it just depends on if my hand likes me or not. Oh, Ellie says Joyce and Jen must have been up to shenanigans together. I'm thinking. Oops. I'm like, oh no, it's not quite done yet. Here's this one. And there we go. So what I'm thinking is, like if you were to switch up that first line, then what's going to end up happening is because the way it's just going to be what's over and what's under. So it would be interesting to see, but that's something that you could play with if you wish. So if you're doing it on a bigger grid, like Joe's sample, then and actually let me show that again for those that have just popped in. Let's see. And let me bring it up again. So if you're doing it on a larger scale like this with more boxes, as I said, I don't really think it matters where you start to do this box part. You just have to be consistent. So like here, he started here, and then it's like skip an X, and then the next X. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, and so it's only you have to look at the bigger picture and figure, yeah, where are you going to start with that? That way, Jen and Joyce could see that. Wait, wait, that's right. Hallie says consistent. Didn't Joe just tell us that he had trouble being consistent? That's true. He did. Joe says, "Hey, he was having a moment here. See that, or really he intended to put it on all of them, and this is just what happened. Okay, so then we'll say, since I just have the one box here, and it might work better just to think of it as, yeah, you're drawing a box, we're hollowing a box underneath.
Do you just kinda judge yourself how big that box should be? Or do
Yeah.
you shoot for halfway up that?
Oh, I think it
Doesn't
could
matter.
be, yeah, exactly. I think it's another doesn't matter, but it looks like, at least on Joe's sample, it's about halfway.
On some sides it is, and on other sides it isn't.
Right. You could probably err on the side of too small, because when we're filling in, so if you wanted to make it bigger, you're like, yeah, it's a little too small. Ellie says, ah, there's the inconsistency I was looking for. See, yeah, they're not all, some of them, it just depends. Just depends. Oh, I think I might make mine a little bit larger. Always a backup. Because it's just like when we do Cubine. Yeah. Oh, actually, I it's a double tangulation or tangulate. Wait, I'm gonna come up with a new term. Tang
No,
mashup. Tang. Okay, something with mashup and tangle. Mash tangle up.
angle.
Mangle. Yeah. No.
And we're filling
Well, we
this in
could. It's like,
totally. Okay.
yeah. Um, because he's using um betw- uh, betwined, but also cubine. So, manglation. Thank you, Felicity. I think I like that best.
I said mangled, but
You did say mangled, and then yeah, and it led to manglation. Oh, I feel like
it's
if
only mangled if you don't finish it.
yes, yeah. Mm. Well, let's see. Maybe the sh needs to be in there so that way, because for the mash part. Yeah. Okay. Continue to ponder that. Mashulation. I gotta find one that's really hard to say. Well, see, and what sent me down this rabbit hole in my head was thinking about when we've done Cubine, and how interesting it is depending on how big or small the filled in box is to the effect of the overall. And so that's where my brain was thinking, oh yeah, right, we got to call it a mashup. But I'm going to pull this out a little bit. Okay, really funny. It's like I pulled out one. I was thinking that was going to look odd because I made one bigger, but when I turned it, it's like, no, wait, I can't even tell. But
No.
because the corner is essentially hollowed out underneath, it's not going to mess it up as much as other times when you try to course correct like that. Like it. Okay. And then we add our shading. Maybe this is where I
But
will
the
add some kind of color.
shading is not quite like cubine.
No, no. Well, because Cubine is really has three sides, where this has
2. I mean, 4.
four.
Whatever.
However, okay, so a lot. Wait, I'm going to process this. Well, because if we're looking at this box as a whole thing, and I was thinking about this before, is what if you treated this. I don't know if that yeah, I don't what's one of those where I
You'd
don't know
have
if that
to,
would work.
if you were treating it as cubine, the one diagonal line going up to the right hand corner, you'd have to color both those boxes, that one and the one, nope, the one upper, that one, to make it
Oh,
cubine.
ooh, but
And
that would
then,
be interesting.
and
I
then you'd
just
have
wonder
to
if you
do,
could do every other. So like yeah, this is your cubine. Oh, and
right.
Christine, well, enjoy your dinner. We'll see you on the YouTube. I was trying to think of something clever and a little smart alecky to say, but enjoy your din din. No, but that's what I was thinking. It's like, well, how could you make it? I'm just trying to picture.
Well, Joe didn't say, wait, did Joe say that he, this was based on cubine as well, or is that something you just said?
I think he said it in the original post. Yes, he says the original. Where's my? Because sometimes I like to picture. Okay, what would that look like in my head before I actually try it? And maybe I should just try it. It's usually where I end up. Um, well, and that's where the cubed comes in the name.
Oh,
The
yes. Well,
twi is
it's
for the
still looks
betwined,
cute.
and
It looks
right,
cubey.
yeah.
It looks
Um,
cubey when it looks more cubey when you do multiple ones like he did in his sample. Where's his sample? Did you put that in there?
you know what? I didn't post that. So let's see. And yes, and I have to include Joe's poem in there. Let me get a link to this. Sure. And it will be in the post that I will put out. But here it is now. Sure. There we go. Okay. Oh, should I read it? Joe, would you want to read it? For those not on our Facebook group, and if you're not, shame on you. Just kidding. You might not be on Facebook. You might be smart enough to stay away. Um, uh, but that's where it's posted. But okay, let's see. Let me just make sure because I keep moving over the chat. All right, I will read it. Um, oops. Yeah, let me put water on my keyboard. He says, Tangle Tales. In realms of lines and patterns intricate, where tangles danced in rhythmic state, betwined, a beauty, graceful, free, met Cubine, bold and full of glee. Their paths entwined, a fateful sight. Joe, this has to be your book. You need to make poems for all tangles. Um, their paths entwined, a fateful sight, sparks ignited, burning bright, a whirlwind romance, hearts aflame. They vowed their love forever the same. United now, a tangled pair, their love grew strong beyond compare. A wish arose, a sweet desire, to add a new tangle to their fire. And so they did with joy and grace, a tangulation, a new embrace. Twi-Cubed they named, a love so true, their legacy forever new, introducing Twi-Cubed. You're amazing, Joe. I think I
You
will.
can see it. You can see the cubiness of it when you do multiples, but you don't. I don't think you're going to see it in yours or mine because we just did
Well, in
four.
when I'm
I'm
you
going to
do
try
it, what are
doing
you
the
gonna
cubine way. I don't
okay.
know how exactly yet, but
Okay. It's just beautiful, Joe. You're so creative on so many levels. And so, yeah, so I will put forth a challenge. And you know what? And if and it's one of those where always happy to work together, uh, especially as I'm figuring out some things. But just like Allie, it can be figured out. Um, I think that that would make a brilliant. Oh well, wait, but wait, Joe. You need to come up with more tangles. It'll be a tangle, a book of Joe tangles. Okay, so I will do it the way that Joe has it in the step out, so that way you can, because I think it does give that depth that you're looking for.
It does.
Even and you're gonna take it. Okay.
I'm gonna turn each one and have that the black square be in the lower left-hand corner.
Okay. Hopefully it'll show up the same with color. We'll find out. Maybe you could collaborate with Debbie Doodle. Yes. Yes. It helps to get both sides done so that way then you do see it. Well, maybe it needs the graphite. So, because it just looks like it's colored in. um, oh graphite, where are you? Okay, I can add it too. Oh, good. Amy says, Joe, this is taking me forever, but I'm adoring this tangle. Yeah, and it depends on how many boxes that you do. Totally worth it. And what I liked was, even on the betwined, kind of all of it, it looks just the initial looks like it's gonna be oh so hard, but not really so much. And it doesn't necessarily take as long as what it looks like it's gonna take. Like I said, we'll see what at the end what Amy decided to do. Okay, that adding the graphite to the green added some depth that I was looking for, because it was, like I said, it was just looking like it was colored. And maybe if I had done it darker green in the bottom. Yeah. Oh, Amy says I'm just slow. That's okay. Slow is good. Okay. And
Did you explain? Because I didn't read what you sent to people. Just thinking of Joe and others who are going to do it online. Did you explain to them what else they need for the ice dyeing? A deep tray and a cooling rack?
oh no, I guess I need to do that
Yes.
today. That way they can, if they need to get stuff, they can.
Yes.
Um,
And we keep thinking of these things.
I know. If we just did the same thing every year, then we wouldn't have to
Yeah.
think about it. But
Well,
oh
how
no.
boring would that be?
I'm kind of let's see. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, well, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm putting some white here.
Oh, you're working on a gray tile.
I am. As I
Ah,
said, oh, I'll do stuff in color, and thinking that I would do the pattern in color. Oh no! Oh, look it! I totally forgot one side. That's why it wasn't looking right.
oh, it's just that one
Oh,
side.
just that one
Now it
side.
looks better.
Ah, all right.
Yeah, I keep thinking, running things through my head when I can't sleep. And of course, it doesn't help me sleep. It keeps me awake. And I think, can I text Heather at 3 in the morning?
Yeah, you never
No.
know. I might be up. Oh, let's see. Oh, I should do something else. Well, but it depends on what kind of gummies. Felicity says you need gummies. Wow. Well, you have some of the ones that have the
I
melatonin
do
in
have
there.
sleep ones, um,
Other kind.
not other kind, but I do. And I use one every night.
Uh,
It has melatonin in it. And that's it. I think that isn't that the stuff that helps you sleep, I think.
yes, supposed to. I like
Well,
his,
this
but
is not exactly like his, but I kind of like it.
yeah.
Oh, I know what I could do. Hmm.
Hmm. I know. I'm thinking. I'm like. I'm humming because I don't know what I want to do. Oh, decisions. I tell you. Why I want to add gold, but maybe I shall. Good. It works. Usually test these things. I suppose if you made, these wide enough, well, no. I mean, you could maybe put little orbs in or something like that. Oh, Felicity says the good one. She says, well, and it could be, well, and I don't know if you're meaning like they're kind of good ones. But if they're melatonin based, I know like we have or we don't have. I got a different a brand from Meyer. I can't remember what it is, but it has more melatonin. I have to look and see what the ones that you have how much it has in it. Um, but they do, yeah, they help. Oh, legal, yeah, CBD with THC. Okay, that's what I was guessing. Um, uh, but these have, I don't know if I can't remember if it's micrograms or milligrams, whichever way they go. But I have ones that have 10 in it, and it really um, it helped. And I'm like, oh, okay. But then I also learned about some other things, and I'm like, oh, well, let me take in other stuff, and sometimes it works. Let's see. I am feeling like I want to add penalty. Yes. Wanted to add white in here, but I didn't necessarily want it bright. Picked a focal point there. Kind of lightens it up. Oh, okay. The melatonin gummies weren't doing it. Gotcha. Adds a little brightness, but not solid. I like it.
I like that, Heather.
Thanks. Yeah, because I put the white here, which I'm going to smudge, to make it more solid. And I didn't want to put it in here also and then have it kind of compete. So the 05, which is neat because it's, whatever reason, it seems like it's not a gray, but it just seems like it's not as white as when maybe just because it's not big and juicy like the 10. Ah, thank you, Allie, for our courtesy 6-minute warning. Can't wait to see what everybody did so I can get some great ideas. I have some thoughts in my head. It's like, ooh, I wonder if somebody tried this, like doing it in the round.
Oh no, you
Like
had to say that.
like not in a square. Well, I'm saying it now so that way I didn't plant any seeds. But I'm like, oh, I wonder. Or maybe with, you know,
I
curvy
might
lines.
try
I like
that
how
tonight.
yours are more separate. I did mine rather thin. Would you say you're gonna try it?
I might try that tonight.
Let's see.
I love a challenge.
Mm-hmm. Darker. Oh, it is darker.
Oh, I like that.
What is this?
Now, what are you going to do on the white one?
I don't know. I was almost thinking the same, but I do have a little bit lighter turquoise. That one, it really needs to be something else that's going through here. I don't know. I could do the same
Maybe
color,
a
but
darker gray.
oh, that could work. Yeah.
Not, subtle.
Mm-hmm.
You could use.
Well,
I would not introduce another color.
no.
That's just me. But
That's what. Yeah, that's where I was going. But my brain was like, no, I don't like that idea.
I think a
But
darker gray might, or just graphite.
or just graphite or this colored pencil that I have handy.
What is that you're using?
This is a warm 50% warm gray.
Oh, okay. So it is a gray. Oh yeah, I like that. You know what else? Because that gives those things dimension.
Right.
Look at how much that makes that look.
Well, yeah, and just having the two, like yours, even. I mean, even if it's just two different colors.
Yeah, yeah, get it at the
Now I'm
right
like,
level.
well, yeah, I didn't do it consistently every other one, which was my first thought that I changed my mind on.
But it
Then I
doesn't. You don't notice that
no,
until you
yeah,
said it.
right. Then I don't know what for the outside part.
And see, I didn't alternate either. I did it different.
Yeah.
On this, I did it all on the outside one, and on this, I did it on the two inside and the two,
Yeah.
it makes it interesting.
Yeah. But I do like having it go all the way out. I mean, especially if you're just doing a four square, I might change mine.
Have it going all the way out to the what?
Oh, like out, have the color come all the way out here. I could have it going to white.
No, why would you do that? You would lose the, no,
It would just make it deeper if I extend what I did out here, wouldn't it?
no. Don't even think about it.
That's like I feel like it needs maybe not needs something, but really neat. Nice, Joe. Nice, nice. Yeah, I agree, Steph. Yeah, it's so much fun to draw. So much. Boy, something's going on. That's what happens when you live almost next to the fire station. Oh, yeah. Well, oh, that's right. Yeah, because you just did the one side. I don't know. I'm thinking it would make the whole. I don't know. Hmm. Or if I put graphite on the outside, so that way it looks like this is a frame, and that's the hole.
That might, yeah, be
Worth a
interesting.
That's worth a try. Okay. Oh, and I didn't put any. I should put some shading where the stuff's going underneath. All right, we'll do this real quick. We got 1 minute till share time. So, oh, thank you, Joe.
That might be just enough to give you that
I
something
could,
you wanted.
yeah,
So those areas don't look so naked.
yeah.
You could complete that by putting graphite up and down each side of the that
Oh,
goes to
yeah.
the corner.
Oh, neat. Oh, all right. Allie answered the question, sort of. Oh, that's brilliant. Neat, neat. Oh, Antonia, you know it doesn't matter if it's super not done. Oh, but look at how super it is. Oh, these are great. I might not blend in mine. I think it kind of looks neatly rustic with it grainy like that.
You can always change your mind later.
That's true. That's, oh, these are great. Oh my gosh.
I'm
Boy, it
sorry,
is
but
very.
Jen's looks like Easter or
I
spring.
I love it.
It's amazing the color. I mean, what the colors will do.
Yeah, it's so neat though. I guess I need to uncover that. Okay, let's get this ready. All right, so oh well, we got 2 pages maybe. Oh, I got two on two. Okay, two on page 2. All right, so let us just to say that okay, if you haven't gotten your webcam up, we'll just hold off for now. Oh, we do need Kathy's in front. Oh, there we go. There's Kathy. Yes. Oops. Oh, there's Diana's back. Okay, so if we want to hold them up. Anyone else just hold off and wait for a moment. There we go. And oh, okay. Well, hold on one second. Hold them up still. All right, I got them. Yay. And let me save is a good idea. All right, and then let me get page 2 up and up. Where's my thing? Phew, good. All right, let's share and get rid of mine. Felicity, that's really funny. And she went, Ellie, how did you do that? How did you do all that? And she put it in
Over and over again.
6 times. That's so funny. I know. Oh, that's so yeah. Oh, and we'll get to that in one page, but we'll look at these. How nice.
Yeah, it gives a totally different impression when you do multiple ones than
Yeah,
just 4.
yeah, yeah. Interesting. Really neat though.
Because
That
my
is
eyes in
lovely.
Tedra's right away was drawn to the pale bluish green squares.
Yeah, mine too. All right. Yeah, yeah, mine too. And it was just funny. I'm like, wait a minute. And then yeah, I had to go back and look, but it's lovely. Really nice. And Steph's. I like the little center thing.
Yeah, that's
That's
cute.
very cute.
She's documented it.
Yes. That is lovely too. Yeah, and with yeah, having the white and the gray. Yeah, that is nice. And
That is
Sharona,
nice.
wow, look at that.
Yeah,
It's gorgeous.
I can't
Really
tell.
neat.
Is that a prep tile, you think? Yes, I think so because the
It's
color goes out past the border.
mm-hmm, really pretty. All right, let's look at page 1. Nice, nice. Here we go. And yeah, Alex, who said wait, it's um wait, good way to make the tangle sexy, Allie. I'm just trying to find who said that. Oh, it was Shulamit. Yeah, and so yeah, so the question in my mind was, oh, could you do a non-traditional grid? And Allie didn't know that she answered the question that was in my head from the beginning. But we do share a brain somehow. So I guess
No,
there's that.
Amy's looks interesting, but she's got those little dark triangles in the wrong
Oh,
spot, doesn't she?
yeah, they're in a different spot, but they
Yeah,
look
not
really
yeah,
neat.
not wrong, not wrong, just
No,
different.
yeah,
I like the way it looks, but I can't figure
yes,
out. Oh, because it's supposed to be at the skinny intersections, right?
right, yeah, yeah, the cross.
So you did a tangulation of a tangulation.
Congratulations, Amy. It was deliberate. She said, yes, yes. No, but I really like it though. It is neat. So you just put a triangle in one of the sides. That is neat. Oh, Jen has to go. Okay, bye, Jen. And we already said Jen's is amazing. You know, I like jumping down to Jen's. The pastel-y type colors in combination with that black
Hmm.
center is interesting. Really neat. Okay, so we'll go back up to Antonia. Nice. It did say you could fill in with things, and that is really neat. To fill in with those orbs.
It's almost like a grid within a grid.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And also going from Antonia's to Barb's,
Yeah.
just by holding it at a different angle,
Yeah.
it changes the way it looks.
It does.
Of course, Barb had to put my favorite all the way around her.
She did. And
And
look at how
all
teeny it is, though.
those
You would
little
like to do it
lines.
that side.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, look at the way she shaded the 4 sides that go
Mhm.
into the dark.
Yeah.
3 different shades.
Yeah. And it
You got
really makes it
white.
look like, yeah, the one box.
It really makes it look like it's going back there. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. And I know, 'cause it's small, Beatrice. It almost looks like you were copying a little bit off of Barb's idea, even though you didn't know you were doing that. Or Barb copied off of you. We don't know which is which. Because the bigger X it looks like it's striped somehow. Very nice though. Very nice. Jacqueline put that looks like little flux in there. Neat. And then she's kind of
Like starting the next one or something.
yeah, nice.
And Inez, that is gorgeous.
Oh, yes. Love it. It is neat how it's like depending on how it's done, we've created like a pattern over a pattern, almost like transcending, just depending, you know, because that's what I'm getting on Inez. Is like she's got this nice grid underneath with boxes, and then on top of it is this intricate lattice thing. Thanks,
Mhm.
Imelda. Really, really cool. Gosh, mine looks really metallic where it's not metallic. That's neat. And Diana, ooh, look at the decoration she did.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And that gives it depth too,
Yep.
because you could play with the lines.
Definitely.
That's very, very pretty. I need to do the over and unders on mine still, because that really does help.
Actually, wait. I was trying to look at yours. It does, those lines do make it. Oh, you did kind of flare them out.
Yeah, I made like C shapes. Like I said, they were elongated C shapes, because if I
Yeah.
was making it a bigger grid. Oh, and then we talked about Jen's, really nice. And then Joe mastering his own tangle even
And making it
further.
look even steampunky.
Yeah,
It looks like a saw blade right down the middle.
it does. And then the way it's shaded, it's very industrial looking.
But now, did he start out with a white tile or a black tile? Or did you use pinking shears to cut 2 in half and glue them together? Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, yeah, it does look like 2 papers and fancy scissors down the
It
middle.
does. It does.
Yeah, he
Ah,
cut
you
one,
did.
this one with pinking shears.
Ah,
See, I knew those pinking shears would come in handy again someday.
see, and I thought he drew. I'm like, oh, those look like little
Little
scalp, little C
zigzags,
shapes. Uh huh. If it wasn't your tangle, we'd say it was cheating. Just kidding. Just kidding. Not cheating. But that's really clever. Was it? Did you say one was on?
He
Um.
just cut one and glued it on top of another.
Oh,
He
okay.
didn't quite tell us which was which, but, that's
Yeah.
okay. You
But
could
yeah,
do it either way.
because I'm guessing, yeah, the one was a black tile. Okay, Inez. See you tonight. And let's see.
That's a good hint, and I think others have done this before. Like, if you do a tangle or do something and you don't like half of it, just
Just
cut it
rip it.
off and glue it on something else.
Save that half for transcending. Yeah.
Yes.
Joyce is neat. Yeah, and I like the lines on on top.
Mhm.
Doing something, yeah, on that top so that way it looks like a hole sort of.
Yep.
Yes, yeah, we did that in that one class. Yeah, Allie, when yeah, that this tears it class. And
Didn't we tear them? No.
yeah, I tore them. Other people I think did it. Let's see. Who's else was going? All right, Roz, we'll see you. Yeah, it was the this tears it because what I did was I held two tiles together and tore them, and then so that way they would line up, and then also had it where because like when you tear those, I just like it makes like a ramp. All I
Yeah.
could think in my head, so that way I could glue, tape them together, and I think I mentioned I don't remember if I glued it or not, but that way
Allie
it
said
wasn't a hard
Allie
thing.
said she used scissors. Well,
Use
of
scissors,
course
yeah.
she did.
Yeah, no, I know others used scissors. Yeah, because when I was coming up with it, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna tear it because it was that my first time doing this versus yeah, that one. Those are super cool, Joe. Super cool. All right. Well, Tedra, we'll see you. We'll see you Tuesday. Enjoy your retreat. And Steph, we'll see you. We gotta get through these here. Oh, and Cassie's. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
You know what? And and I should have done that. So I added the graphite instead, but she had made the darker blue towards the center, so that gives it depth versus
Mm,
just looking like it's
yep.
filled in color. Nice, nice. Oh, and Kathy, my gosh, that is amazing. Makes a whole nother take on it.
Mhm.
Very cool. Then down to Sharon. Oh, look at Sharon was almost an overachiever there. Did
She
one
was a
big one and then a bunch of littles.
semi overachiever.
Yeah, that is neat, Sharon.
Okay, what's Mel working on now? A napkin?
And
It's
that's
one of
what it
those
looks like.
when she turns it the other way, it looks like a t-shirt, but it's not.
Yeah,
Very nice. I like the zigzag she did in her border.
yeah. That is neat. It looks like the beginning of the Tangle wood.
Yeah, it does.
Nice. And Leisha, look at all those little teeny print tops in there. Oh my gosh. That's gorgeous. Oh, and I like the bands
Oh,
of color.
yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and it's still you still kind of see that depth in there from that. And
Mhm.
then Colina's, yeah, I know several people mentioned in the chat, Colina's. Look at how beautiful. It looks like it is raised up on top, like it's a
It
metal grid.
does. Yep.
Beautiful. Oh, and Kim. Nice. Look at all those lines. Well, I'm guessing that's either that or it's from your pencil. No, but I am seeing. I like how it goes from, you see the red. Where's my mouse? Reddish into the yellow, where it's going
Yeah.
around that corner.
It's soft, but it still gives that same impression.
Oh, really neat. Nice job. These were amazing. Nice job, Joe, on this Tanglation mashup. Tangle mash. All right. Well, we'll say bye to the recording. This is great.